Tasting, tasting, tasting. It seems like we are here today. It seems like things are starting up today. Of course, my voice is bad because my voice is just always bad. It's just always going to be bad. I guess it's just like a once a month thing. I don't know. Maybe it's just because maybe I'm secretly allergic to dogs. And I've been this whole time. And that's why. But I feel like if I have just like one day where I talk a little more than usual, the voice just gets shot. I don't know if it has something to do with how I eat, or if it's alcohol, or caffeine. Like, I don't know if it's any of that. Foods and beverages like dairy, caffeine, alcohol, spicy foods, and sugary foods can cause voice loss. Well, those are all things that I ingest in a lot. Not much I can do about that. I guess I need to start getting back into teas again or something, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know at all. But it is what it is. But I have a long day of streaming today. I got this. At first I was planning on doing it because I noticed that there was a version out that was not TCB. And I was like, okay, I'll just do that. And then after thinking a bit, I was like, I'll just wait tomorrow for TCB to come out. And then all of a sudden, TCB ended up coming out. So then I was like, okay, I guess I am doing this today. Because right after this, I'm going to be doing some Bloodborne as well. Getting some bosses done. But I'll be switching over to Twitch when I do that. I'm not streaming on Twitch right now. I'm not multi-streaming right now. I will just stop this and stop the other one. And that is how it is going to be. I'm drinking a bunch of lemonade with a little bit of creamer in it. Yo, this is the stuff, man. Coffee creamer and a big thing of a lemonade. Just adding that little bit of cream to it is like, ooh. There's like a white chocolate mocha cream too. It's not like French vanilla or nothing. It's like one of them fancy ones. I got one of them fancy ones this time around. But it's paying off. It's okay in the coffee I make, but mixed with lemonade, I'm like, ooh yeah. I did this with pina colada mix a lot too. And that worked a lot. That worked really good. This works as well. Pina colada as a coffee creamer, little less good, I would say. You can probably turn yourself up a little bit. Unless there's something that's not. No, everything is technically turned up as it could be. But I have two versions of this chapter, but we're going to do TCB. We're going to do the TCB version. We got Chopper. We got the baby in the back. Hi, Chopper. Sonny's down there too, but hi, Chopper. You can see him. He's right there. He's being a good boy. But without further ado, we're going to get into it because I do want to do some Bloodborne streaming today. And let's see. Last week, we got a lot of crazy stuff last week. We got... What did we get last week? We got Roger and Rox chilling out at the bar. That was fun. We got Rox and Harald. They're beefing. And it's just like, oh, friendship over. And it's like, oh, so sad. And then... at the end of it, we saw Garling with Baby Shanks and Shamrock over on God Valley, showing that Shanks was born on God Valley, which is kind of crazy. We figured that a Baby Shanks was at God Valley. We didn't know if Garling was just bringing his kid around with him, or I guess he was born there, which makes more sense than that, than him just like bringing him everywhere he goes. How much does Garling care? I don't know. We'll see if they're like filthy mudbloods or not. If it's like one of those types of things, or if it's something else. But I got a feeling that the wife is not going to be much of a care for Garling. But we also know that something interesting is apparently on God Valley that we don't know about. It's not the treasure, which is, Shacky. And I don't think it's a devil fruit. It might be. I think my thing I said is that it literally is Uranus. So, like, it is an ancient weapon. Like, if you just turn God Valley upside down, it's the big Uranus thing that took out Lelouchia. That is my thing. We're not going to learn all this today, but that's what I was talking about last week. And we got Baby Shanks too. We got like one line of Loki, and that was it last time. But we'll see if we are finally at God Valley, or if I have a feeling this either could be, we still have like a little bit of lead up till like the God Valley, like incident. Because we're like still like setting the stage on things. So the beef of it, I don't know if it's going to come today, but we'll see. I saw little things I was scrolling through earlier. So I know like of one or two things that might happen in this, but we'll see. But chapter 1159, the Island of Destiny. Is that God Valley they're talking about, or a different island? We'll see. Yamato heading back to the flower capital, chowing down on some apples. That is very different to the start of this. This one says, now that I've had my fill in Ringo, I'll head back to the flower capital. And this one says, the group heads back to the flower capital, chowing down on some apples. That is two completely different things. We're gonna have to do some. I like doing the cross-examination, so maybe we need to do that more. But it's hard to find access to whoever does this extra one. You never know. But we're gonna start with TB at least. One Piece Day. Okay, who cares? 39 years ago, Hachinosu, Pirate Island. Ooh, I gotta get my head in the game. Gotta get my head in the game on this. Oh, hell, it's broken loose. Did you look everywhere? Don Marlone and the others were killed. Killed? Oh, no! Well, Don's already dead. Wait a second. Who is that? Oh, no. Was I wrong? Is the stupid guy from the stupid freaking wanted thing actually the guy in God Valley still? Oh no! Don didn't even make it to God Valley! He's already dead! Don's already dead! Oh, what a good character. We got like a whole like 4 lines from him. And people are gonna be like, Rocks Pirates. Golly. The buildup on this crew is crazy. Because we got people like Don Marlon who had 4 lines and then died. On night duty, apparently. Wow. Hey, none of the Straw Hats have been killed on night duty. Some of the Rocks Pirates just got killed. That's kind of crazy. They were on guard duty last night. The Dawn couldn't protect her. It can't be. Who the hell did this? So, I assume this is the kidnapping of Shacky, who is the treasurer of God Valley, and that's why the big God Valley incident's gonna happen. What are you saying? Huh? Someone kidnapped our Shacky. Oh, no. It only took the perpetrating party a few hours, but they left no trace behind. Ooh. Did your boy take a bribe? Did old Choku take a bribe? Oh no, he was the betrayer. We knew there was a betrayer. No one really talked about that, but like a couple chapters ago, there was like, oh, how did the government find us? Is there someone? How did it get shown? But then it was like, oh, no matter, we just kill everyone. But no one really talked. I didn't see any videos on like who's the rock pirates traitor. Probably because it's just like, oh, they all were just to each other, But I don't know. But Gloriosa is crying very sadly. The pirates were distraught and shaking with rage. Please be okay, Shaggy. Damn you, Rocks! How could you let this happen? I'm gonna kick your ass. So, Roger's just mad that, like, Rocks even, like, had that happen in the first place. Is that why they were fighting? To begin with? I don't know. Word spread across the sea. Shaggy. Oh, no. Oh, Rayleigh. You gotta lock in. You gotta lock in, my boy. Word spread across the seas, and the people sank into deep despair, their smiles fading, as the world's economy ground to a halt for several weeks. Oh boy, the economy? The economy over a lady? Goodness gracious. Oda, yes, Sam. Just being like, oh, one lady got kidnapped. Now the whole world is going into turmoil. Now, was it the celestial dragons themselves who did it? Or was it Garling? We'll see. Whoa! 1 year later, that's... Okay, I thought we were, like, right there. I thought we were, like, right there with God Valley coming up. 1 year... Okay, I must have gotten my head messed up right there. Because apparently, a whole year later, 1 year later, God Valley, West Blue. Garling, I'm so happy. I always knew you'd come back. Shamrock, Shanks, it's your daddy. Twins, huh? How precious. Yeah, they're your kids. Why don't you stay here with me? And there they are, being silly. Look at him smiling and whatnot, just walking around like he's not Garling. Though look how big he is. He's a large feller. Well, if we were to share a home, it certainly wouldn't be here. This island won't be around much longer. Huh? Oh my gosh, what a psycho. What a psycho. Well, okay, what a psychopath. What a psycho! Besides, I've already secured a worthy bride for myself and placed the order. Oh, Garling. Nah, I knew he didn't give a gosh darn. She will be mine, provided I triumph in the upcoming tourney. Tourney? I'm sorry, my voice is just bad for this today. But that's just how it be. It's how it always do be. That's how it do be. Just like that. Who's Shanks' mom? Who's Shanks' mom? Is it important? Is it very important? Is it Buggy? I have all of these theories on who Shanks' mom could possibly be. Is it Crocodile? Don't matter. She dead. She dead. That's crazy. That's real sad. You know? Like I'm being a little silly right now. But reading this is crazy stuff. What a psycho. What a psycho. Begin the preparations. Yes, sir. Making landfall now. Is this like right before God Valley? Oh, is it? Okay, it's starting. So he's like, you know what? I'll take those babies. Those babies will be mine. Navy ships from the world government. That's right. They've surrounded the whole island. Are they searching for some vile criminal? Get the children inside. And you got a little on, huh? Girl in a polka dot dress. Short guy. Limit yourself to tranquilizer rounds. If they don't resist, just capture them. Oh? Lieutenant Commander, what exactly is the goal of this operation? Oh my gosh. Of course he was on God Valley and saw the messed up stuff. Why? There he is. There he is. There he is. There he is. Where is he looking? Which way is he looking? Oh boy. Is he doing stuff? It's a training exercise. Now zip it. You're 10 years too early to be questioning orders, cadet. But, squad leader, what's the deal with this upstart? My apologies, he's still in training. Excuse me, what's going on? Yeah. Do not resist. Keep still. Dang, they like popped him too. Golly. What? Bro, that kid is mad. That kid's about to... Little human Jinbei over here is about to go crazy. Run! They're capturing everyone. But why? These are just ordinary civilians. Don't question it. There's no room for personal doubts when following military orders. Just focus on completing the mission. Huh? There he is. There's Little Dragon. There's... You can actually almost see like a little bit of Gear 4 Luffy in that. It's probably just because of the eyeshadow, but like you can... He's a little more angular, but you can see... You can see a little bit of Luffy in that. I don't see much of Garp in how he looks right now, but you can almost see a little bit of Luffy in that with the black hair and stuff. It's okay. Tranquilizer rounds shouldn't kill anyone. Sorry, if you let me detain you, I won't shoot. Oh, dang, is he gonna do it? I mean, like... Yeah, so... They're, like, the actual Marines, not just the world government or something, the Marines are over here tranquilizing people, rounding them up. And they're just like, we're just following... We don't know why, but we're following orders. We're just following orders. And Dragon's over here like, what the heck? He's already got a tattoo, though. Monkey D. Dragon. Future Supreme Commander of the Revolutionary Army. Father of Luffy. There we go. There we go. There we go. Love that. Love that. Look at all those handcuffs on him. I don't know what's going on, but I'm leaving this island. Out of the way. And then bam, bam. Shooting people. Shooting people. Put your masks on. It's sleeping gas. Oh, no. That's no bueno. We don't like that. He's like, oh, no, this is like cereal. This is kind of super cereal, though. Bro. And he's like there, too. Everyone. God Valley. God Valley's cool. Like, we got Kuma and Ivankov and Jenny and all them. And then, you know, all the Roger Pirates. And then all the Roger Pirates. And then Garp and his whole bunch. And then Garling and his whole bunch. And then we got people like, you know, we got Shacky. We got Shacky there. And now we got Dragon there. We figured Dragon would be there. And Shanks, too. Is that Buggy's dad? Shut up. Yeah. At that point, I'd be like, okay, no, sleeping gas. In which, like, they're saying sleeping gas because, you know, it's funny One Piece. But, like, in reality, it'd be a much worse gas from what they're trying to imply the Marines are acting like, you know. Navy prison ship transporting slaves. Slaves in the Navy prison ship? What? Transporting slaves? What you doing transporting slaves, Marines? Who is gonna be here? It better not be Garp. It better not be Kong. Ooh, you know what? It could be Sengoku. I'd see Sengoku chilling out on there. We know it's not Garp. Garp wouldn't be even on a prison ship. Who would be on a prison ship at this point? Besides, like, one of the God's Knights. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's no one important, though. Oh. Oh my gosh, is that Jenny? I recognize those legs anywhere. Could have sworn I saw someone. So she got... Oh, so she did that while she was still on the ship to go to God Valley. Okay. Big bro, Jenny, you're safe. What a relief. I did it. Now's the time. Now it's up to the informant to relay it. Right. They did have some, like, outside informant that we never learned who on the other side it was. Oh man, we're still getting Jenny stuff. That's crazy. I didn't think I would. I didn't think I'd get more Jenny stuff at this point because we're kind of done with the whole Bonnie stuff. You know, at this point, Bonnie and Kuma. Well, I don't know. Don't be loud, you two, and don't do anything rash. You'll get us punished too. Punished? Moron, do you want to die with knowledge of where they're taking us? No knowledge of where they're taking us? You need to try if you want to be saved. Miracles are not so easy to come by. Oh, there's the boy. The slaves are getting rowdy. So they're still slaves with spirit. Aw, this is before they all met. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. You know what? It took me a while to like really be like, okay, what's up with this flashback? Like, is this the best flashback? Because this flashback, it's so crazy, and we're still just getting crazy stuff, especially with God Valley. I knew that for this to be like a top tier flashback, I would need to see some crazy God Valley stuff, and we're about to get it. But we're getting it young. Like, we're getting stuff we don't need. We're getting stuff we don't even need. Cypher Pole, Intel, and Spiro. Have you more absurd intel? What time is it? Don't be coy. You guys must have caught wind of that transmission, too. Let's skip to the part where you pay me off. You'd rather keep this story quiet, right? Oh, did they relay it to Morgan's? So Morgan's is like, hey, I heard there's going to be a giant slave hunting thing on God Valley. How about you pay me and I'll be hush-hush about it. He's just some kid running a local paper with a fancy name. How does he keep getting intel like this? Don't push your luck. You'll be erased. Just try and stop me, fools. I'm going to leak news to Pirate Island either way. Morgan's president of the World Economic Journal. There he is, looking cool, looking dapper. Got with a big old beanie too. Even at this age, he's still plump. He's not a Roger Pirate, sadly. He's just a guy. I think Morgan's he's just a guy who just got that dog in him. He's just the biggest bird, you know. You know, there's no theory on like, oh, who is Morgan's actually? It's just like, nah. Morgan's is Morgan's. That's all we need. It's Shaki. She's still alive. Is this for real? I'm so relieved. Where did you say she is? God Valley? Where's that? This smells fishy. Can we trust this source? This guy's a rat. This guy's a rat. Oh, what a rat. And this guy lived up until... This guy somehow, like, kept the place until, Rocky Port. Now I'm like, thank goodness Blackbeard took that from him, you know, got what he... Oh, so, like, this guy betrayed Rocks, somehow got to, like, keep God Valley for decades at this point, and then was only usurped by the Son of Rocks. That's cool. That's cool. Because at first I was like, oh, why wouldn't they be friends or something? Because, but he betrayed Rocks. Yeah, no, he probably gets what he deserved back in Rocky Port. If I'm assuming that's all correct. There's no doubt about it. The Navy's in turmoil. She's going to be a prize in the Celestial Dragon tournament. So those damn government bastards were the ones who kidnapped her? Shaki! Now, I don't know if this makes it more or less cool that, like, they're just there for Shaki. They're just horn dogs there for Shaki. God Valley's just a big reality show, practically. It's just The Bachelorette. Oh my gosh. God Valley is just the Bachelorette, but with probably less slavery. I don't know where that joke came from, but it's probably inaccurate. The Celestial Dragons human hunt. I always figured that was a baseless rumor. Looks like they're putting devil fruits up for grabs too, Kaido. Didn't you want one? What do these ones do? These fruits could be perfect for my kids. Ooh, ooh, for little cat, for little cat. Is the mochi fruit there? Is the mochi fruit there? I mean, the genie fruit. I mean, on paper, genie fruit sounds pretty good, so. What if this is some sort of trap? Shut up. If you got cold feet, you can just stay behind on the island. Let's move. God Valley awaits. There we go. There we go. Come on. Where's God Valley? It's pretty far, but we should make it in time. Y'all are with me, right, fellas? Of course we are. Let's go. Rox is already on the move. We can't let him get ahead. Why? I mean, as long as someone saves her, I guess. So technically, like, they could have been on the same side because they're both trying to save Shaggy. So something happened at God Valley that made them, like, actually super pit each other against each other. Is it just, like, who's going to be in possession of Shaggy? There's got to be something else. And obviously, like, we don't know where Harald, you know, and even Loki. I don't know if Loki's going to show up at God Valley, but at least Harold's gotta. Maybe not, though. Maybe all this happens, like, away from, maybe, I don't know. We know they see each other again, though. We know they see each other again, at least one more time, so we got to see that. We got to know. I just don't know if Harold's going to be there or not. It was an unlikely turn of events, but this small leak from good old Jenny led to the mobilization of all the toughest men on the seas. It seems Roger's heading there too. Leave with that next time. I'm on my way. And that's where we were at with the Kuma flashback. It's a giant ship. Who cares? Sink it. Oh boy, giants are showing up. Wait. What is it, Rox? We can't stop now. Oh, is this their last meeting? We'll see. Oh, bro. And now Harold, like, fully looks like, well, none fully because he doesn't have his horns yet. His horns are still there, but he just about looks like how he did. They said your entire crew was obsessed with this woman. That's how I knew I'd be able to intercept you here, Rox. You know, if we fought without any regard for our own lives, we could sink your puny little ship with ease. See that vessel over there? It's a government surveillance ship. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's crazy they're just like straight up enemies now. So you're still trying to curry favor by playing the government's lapdog. You may be king of the overgrown brute, but you're underestimating us. I mean, yeah, there's some crazy heavy hitters right here. Are you really content to let the government sit back and watch as we tear each other apart? You're nothing but a giant lunatic, clinging to your deluded version of progress. Why don't we just talk it out? Just the two of us. And it looks like they are. Hopefully. Oh, I hope so. Just let's talk it out. Talk it out. Talk it out, guys. So they're like, hey, these guys are watching me. I need this promotion. You must have an idea of where we're going and what we're doing. Listen, this is for your ears only. I ain't gonna tell anyone else, not even my own crew. Bro, they're having the sit-down sake thing, just like Whitebeard. Just like Whitebeard. Your Majesty, why talk to him? That bastard, we don't have time to take it easy. I bet even now my Shaki's going for help. I've got a hidden name. It's Davy D. Zebek. Bro, Joy Boy's name was it, is it Davy or is it Binks too? Wait, does D mean, no, Davy D Zebek, so surely Davy doesn't stand for, D doesn't stand for Davy. I mean, obviously it's like Half Moon, but it's got to also be something as well. You're not really called Rocks? Davy D Zebek. And we know, like, old stuff about Davy Jones. Old pirate. You know, Davy back fights, obviously, too. Super old stuff. But why is it important that that's your... Well... Lucky D, Luffy. But Davy's like his last name, though. So that means Blackbeard's real name would be Davy D. Teach. Davy D. Teach. Huh. I reckon the world government's been trying to erase this specific name for a long time. It's tied to the lineage of the legendary pirate Davy D. Jones. Well, there we go. There we go. I mean, obviously, someone named Davy Jones would be a D, but the name still commands some influence in the underworld, even now. But it's barely scraping by. Underworld. Now, is that Joy Boy? I don't know. I ain't sure if the timing was good or bad, but 2 years ago, I had a kid. There we go. There he is. There's the boy. There's the boy. There's the boy. To keep him totally safe, I sent my family away, back to my hometown, told him to count on the Davy clan. I sent my family away, back to my hometown, told him to count on the Davy clan. I see. So your kid, your wife and child are back in your hometown. But why are you revealing your weak spot to me? My hometown is God Valley. Whoa! He's from there. No one suspected that. Surely. That's crazy. They're from the same place? That's insano. That's insano. This is, okay. This is cooking. This is cooking. This is good lore cooking. Lore cooking. Good lore cooking. I like this. I like this. I like this. This is good stuff. This is very good stuff. One Piece is good. I'm glad that One Piece has been good recently. And it's just all coming out too. There's no time for anything for this to come out later. This is all just coming out later. He's from it. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. A lot of people. There's always someone who suspected something. There's a billion One Piece fans. One of them figured it all out, surely. Are you saying the government staged this just to lure you in? Nah, the Celestial Dragons are gathering there, right? They wouldn't want me crashing their party. They just made a mistake. Good old Rocks, Mr. Go up to Emu himself and talk smack, saying I'll be back, you know. I think y'all are capping with that. I think that's Cope being like, oh, it was obvious that Rocks is from God Valley. Is that just the fun reason why Garland was like, oh, we should go there? I don't know. I'm sure. I don't care about that stuff. That's not the type of stuff that interests me. Still, it feels like destiny is pulling me in, dragging me back. Taking Shaggy was their biggest blunder. As long as I get my wife and kid to safety, I'll be at peace. Like, you're married, dude. Why you care? Why you care about this woman? Why you care about this woman? Calm down. Who cares? There's more to it. There's gotta be more to it than just Shaggy. Who cares about Shaggy? That's the whole. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. God Valley is just this one. God Valley is just the Bachelorette. It's just the Bachelorette. It's just the Bachelorette. God Valley was just the Bachelorette the whole time. You have a child. You have a wife, Rox. Don't gotta be sipping for Shaggy. You don't gotta go. You don't gotta do this. You ain't gotta do this. No, Garling is, I wouldn't call Garling that. I would call Garling a lot of other things. Garling is a psychopath, but from this chapter, I mean, he had kids. You can't say, gooning, implies, solo acts. And as we see, Garling had partners. So that's not the right definition. As long as I get my wife and kid to safety. So on top of that, Blackbeard and Blackbeard's mom was there too. I mean, that wife is dead. That wife is just as dead as as Shanks' mom. But it doesn't feel like luck's on my side anymore, Harald. Lend me a hand. He's gonna say no. This is where he's gonna say no. So sad, probably. No way. I'm gonna sink you right here, right now. Is that so? Bro, what's that face? Was that a face? He's like, I gotta go save my family. And he's like, no way. I'm just gonna kill you now. Don't interfere, huh? You cowardly rat. Ooh, just calling him rat. It's hard to believe, but every 3 years, the Celestial Dragons chose an unaffiliated nation rich in resources and turn it into a hunting ground where they slaughter all the natives for sports. Yep, God Valley stuff. The day of the God Valley incident. There she is. Clothed a little bit more, just by an inch. We now present the grand prize of this tournament. Beyond all the rare devil fruits up for grabs, in one of the calm belts of the Grand Line lies the Isle of Women. Behold their former empress, the most beautiful woman in the world. Her name is Shakuyaku. OMG! The winner can decide. Oh, and that's what Garling, you know what? Maybe Garling is a gooner. You know what? I stand corrected. Because he's like, oh, you know what? After this tournament, though, I'm a get my weight. Ooh, and we know that don't work out. Ooh, that means, God Valley, it's gonna be so good. Woo, she's gorgeous. I want her. Since her capture, she's been kept spotless and pristine in every way. She's the very definition of a priceless treasure. What an amazing prize. Summers, you'd better win her for the Shepherd family. And Summers was there too. Of course Summer was there. Who wasn't there? Is Gunko there? We don't know if Gunko was there or if Emu was there. It's gonna be, we don't know. Everyone's lined up there though. Don't be stupid. I'm gonna make her my personal property when I win. She'll be my wife. Quit dreaming, Summers. Oh, no, there she is. Right friggin' there. Gunko, with you here, we might just take home the Clan War trophy. Oh. What clan are you in? Golly, Gunko's old. Gunko's an old lady. Who's this feller? That can't be. Is that there's no way that's killing him. There's a guy. That's got to be someone else. Please help. My kids. You have to get them off the island. Don't let him take them. Come here, Teach. It'll be all right. You have to survive. Oh. Ah! Every world noble knows the tournament features several super rare rabbits to hunt. This year, we've not only secured a brat from the Buccaneer tribe, but for the first time in 800 years, we've also uncovered a member of the Davy clan. Woo! The site of the Great Clash. Ah. So actually, Blackbeard was the treasure all along. Look at that! Bro, this was a very good... What a crazy chapter. We get so much. We get Shanks. We get baby Shanks. We get dead Shanks' mom. We get Dragon. You know, we get young Morgans. We got all the Rocks pirates. We got a confirmation that the traitor, I should have mentioned the traitor a couple weeks ago, but the traitor was definitely Ochoku. That's not his name. Whatever his name is, you know, caribou looking mofo. Rocky Port feller. We got Dragon actually. Golly, everyone was there. Who wasn't there? Who wasn't there at this point? We got all these guys. We got freaking what's his name dead again. Okay, you know. We got Dawn. Dawn's just dead. Who killed the Dawn? Was it Garling? Maybe. Who else? Unless it was just what's his name who stabbed him in the back. You know. We got more Davy. We got Davy stuff. Is Davy the D? Or is that too obvious? Is that too obvious? It must be too obvious, you know. But the fact that they said the Davy clan was interesting too. We got her. You know, we got Garling. Them wanting her to be the wife. But we know that ain't happening because Rayleigh's like that ain't happening. So we know that there's going to be some shakeups there. All right. This is good stuff. It's time, though, man. Oh, yeah, no, Gunko. Yeah, Gunko is older than Shamrock. Yep. The moon was Garling. I think that's a little much, but... maybe. You could surmise that. I mean, I wouldn't say that because he's not a half moon right now. Maybe later he is. Yeah, Riley's going to get some stuff. And we're going to get probably the first Summers and Scopper fight. Yeah, I mean, like when we say fight, we're going to get just a bunch of skirmishes. Don't get me wrong, which, you know what? If people are happy with that. I prefer other things, but we ain't got time for real fights in One Piece anymore. But I digress. I'm not going to complain. I can just watch other stuff if I want real fights, you know. We're past that point, you know. Past that point. But golly, everyone's here. Freaking like Shanks and Rocks. Shanks and Blackbeard being like from the same place is kind of nuts. And like we all figured that I figured that Dragon was going to be at God Valley. I figured that he was going to show up. Which I wonder like how much like Dragon is just going to just like witness here, or how much he's going to like actually incite. Like if he's going to be like the reason that like Garp does something in the coming chapters. Eh, eh, eh. Yeah, it's just gonna be like a punch. There are gonna be some punches, some clashes with big lightning, and be like, oh, that was big lightning. And then like maybe someone will be like, oh, I'm just stronger. But there's not gonna be like choreography. There's not gonna be like, oh, how do I defeat this person? Maybe through trial and error and stuff like that. Not gonna be that. Not that kind. Not that kind. We're not gonna see that. We're not gonna see that. Which is fine. But we get a bunch of big crazy explosions on Harald's ship. Which, you know what? At this point, I don't think Harald's going to be there. Maybe he'll come like later. But I think that Rox is kind of just going ham on Harald right now. And he's going to jump off and then show back up. He showed up first, though. He did beat Roger, technically, by like a little bit. So. And... But just like the whole, like, oh, I already had, I don't know. Yeah. That's why, but like, that's why he's going to God Valley. He has like the biggest reason to go to God Valley. I guess it all makes sense for everyone. Because, like, at first I was like, okay, Rox, why do you care that much about Shaggy? With Roger and Rayleigh, it's like, okay, I get why they care about... I get why Roger and Rayleigh care about Shaggy, and they got to go to God Valley. But in the Rox Pirates, it's just like, okay, do you care about Shaggy that much? I don't know. To do all this. But then when Rox is like, oh, no, my kid's there. It's like, okay, no. Now you got to go. And then Garp went... because he knew that Roger was there. And then Garling was there to win a bride. Gonko's there. With someone else. So that, like, makes it seem like Gunko has a sibling. Or maybe that's, like, Gunko's husband or something. Maybe Gunko was in an arranged marriage or something, and they're part of the same clan or something. I don't know. Maybe. Or maybe that's just like a sibling. Maybe. To protect the Celestial Dragons? Well, we already know that Garp and Roger are doing that. Ooh, I don't know. I understand why people like that. I think that we're going to get... We're gonna get more. This is gonna be like mainly the end of Rox after this, but we're gonna get more Roger in a different arc. We're gonna get a little bit more. So I think that Oda's been cooking with Roger for so long that he's got something big planned for Roger still. At this point in time, at this point in the timeline, yeah, I would say that, but with everything, yeah. I guess we'll finally see if the theory's true on Whitebeard getting a scar from Garling instead. What are you up to? Whitebeard, what is your purpose here? What is your purpose here, Whitebeard? Like, I'm trying to think now just like what everyone's like purpose is. Like, we know for like Shiki and like some of them, it's just like get Shaggy. Is that just what the rest of them, is that their motivation, is just like get Shaggy? And I'm just saying like throughout things. Well, no. Shiki wants Shaggy. Big Mom and Kaido are like, we're looking for devil fruits both for my kids and for you, Kaido. Big Mom is like, you're my boy. I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna help you out with this fruit thing. But if we got any extras, you know, if we see like a mochi fruit in the back over there, you know, I'm gonna give that to my boy Cat. You know, probably not, because we didn't see Cat with that fruit for... we didn't see him with a fruit at all in the flashback, so... In his flashback. That god-tier flashback. Golly. That flashback with Cat and Brûlé, I still kind of like more than this flashback. If I'm being real. If I'm being real. But that's just me. That's just me. But, okay. But we know what Kaido, Big Mom, and Shiki, Rocks are doing. What's his name? You know, nasty caribou guy. He didn't go. He didn't go. That dude stays on God Valley. Morgan's ain't going, but we got young Morgans in this. Absolutely insane. You know, Captain Jack has a treasure, so maybe he got a good treasure over here. Golly, all these crazy people. And then this is also supposed to be Thriller Bark eventually too, which with all those zombies, all those crazy looking guys. I mean, we know like the Jack and the big guy. We know those two are there, but I'm just trying to think of anyone else that we've seen like recently that looks like one of the zombies. I don't know. That would also mean, by the way, that Moria like made a spooky castle in like the 40 years since he got this thing. I don't know. I still like the idea more that it's Uranus, but I don't know. Yeah, as I was saying, he is a psycho. He's just an actual, like, a psychopath. Actual, like, irredeemable psychopath. He's like, I'll just take those kids, I guess. Which, I guess, like, what are they going to do? What are they doing? They're just there, I guess. Well, I guess I don't know if maybe he doesn't care. Now no. He took them. Well, he took Shamrock. They probably kept baby Shanks. So we know that Shanks went up and down a couple times and he has the tattoo and stuff. So he's like, he can go up there, but I guess he didn't. He was taken as a baby or something. I don't know. But yeah, no. Davy clan. That's crazy. It's an ancient clan. A lot of good stuff. This is a very good chapter. I think this might be my favorite of like this flashback chapter for some reason. Something about it. There's some good, a lot of crazy reveals. I like this one final talk that they had. I'm just glad this was a very good like puzzle pieces coming together type chapter that was very satisfying, where it's just like, okay, I get. At first I was like, Shaki, but then like, you know, reading into it more, like they did have like and Whitebeard's just like, human hunt, that's gross. We should probably just stop that. Anyways, I can see that be what Whitebeard's all about. Is just like seeing like, that's just gross. We got to cut that out. Not that that's like a part of like his character per se. Like he's a fine guy. He's still a pirate, but I don't know. And then like these two just hungry for like power and stuff. And then this and the okay. So it's like the simps, the actual human decency. We're looking for the goodies, and the skeptic, I guess. I don't even know if this guy went to God Valley, and then the traitor. So, and then the dead guy. But of course, now that we know that Don Marlone is dead, who was the guy in the God Valley flashback from the Kuma thing? Because there was one more silhouetted guy who had like sunglasses and a hat, and then people are like, "Oh, it's the guy from the Wanted one shot." And I was like, boo, that's dumb. And they're like, and then they showed a guy with a hat, a gangster hat and sunglasses. I was like, oh, maybe that guy. And then it turns out it's not that guy, because that guy's dead. So to stop Rocks from saving his family, Well, I mean, his family got, well, Blackbeard got saved at some point. Well, no, well, she's dead. This lady's dead. Like, there's blood dripping over here. Like, there's blood dripping on the floor. Like, Mama's already dead by, like, probably the start of next chapter. So, saving his family, well, we know the teacher's gonna be saved. So, it would be crazy if Garp and Roger were trying to stop Rox from saving his 1-year-old child. No. But they're not fighting over Shaki, at least. Well, I mean, Roger might be thinking that he's fighting over Shaki, and then Roger's just like, bro, get off my back. But if we're going to see a fight over Shaki, it's going to be Garling versus Rayleigh, which is cool. Yeah. You can see him in the background of this chapter. I hate that. If he's not a character, then why? If he's not an important character, then like, why is he just like super in the background or something? Is he at the like the very beginning? Not this guy or nothing. Ugh. He's none of these crying people, I don't think. I don't see any other sunglassed man. I don't know. And then we got Silver Axe. It's just kind of there, too. It's just like, okay, what's Silver Axe up to? I don't know. I assume there will be something. Maybe Sheikah will just, like, kill Silver Axe for the funnies while he's on God Valley. I bet that could happen. I don't know. I don't know. That's the type of like little stuff that I just don't care about, though. I don't care about that. Oh yeah, we get Jetty and Ivankov doing things. And we got Kuma there being cool stuff. That's cool stuff I like. Hopefully people can shut up about like, oh, Morgan's being someone important. Like, Morgan's just Morgan's. Just let the goat be the goat, you know? The goat doesn't have to be someone in disguise all along. The goat can just be the goat. This is a good panel, though. But yeah, no, they all gotta go. Because like at this point, none of them are coming back to Pirate Island. None of them can. I feel like they all gotta die because they must have figured out by now that that other dude was like definitely a traitor. I don't think they ever will. Which is nice, knowing now that Blackbeard probably was the one who killed him at Rocky Port. That's nice. Let him just be the biggest bird. He doesn't have to be a secret Roger pirate. He doesn't have to be Scopper in disguise. He doesn't have to be. He really don't. He doesn't have to be. He can just be a guy. Man. Blackbeard's mom lasted longer than Shank's mom, though. You know? Blackbeard's mom took a hit and survived, while Shanks' mom got just one shot. Power scaling, that means that that Blackbeard is stronger than Shanks because his mom lasted a couple minutes longer. Yep. It's because of that Davy blood. Yeah, Blackbeard's mom solos. Obviously. Golly. And then Dragon's got like the Astro Boy haircut. I am very excited for God Valley. There's a lot. There is so much there's so much even more to be excited for than there was last week about seeing God Valley shape up. You know? Because we've known about God Valley for like 5 or 6 years at this point. So like the idea of like, a lot of people are saying like, oh, we're not going to get God Valley. It's just a behind the scenes thing. We might not. Like, I get it when people say we're like, oh, we're not going to get Rocky Port. Because like, yeah, obviously we're not getting Rocky Port. But like, but we're getting God Valley, obviously. But I'm glad that it is, living up to expectations. Because there's a good chance that it just might not. A lot of these things that like last a while don't always live up to expectations that viewers have in their mind for years and years and years. But right now, it's looking like things might. And everything's making sense, too. Like, I feel like for the most part, like, even like little stuff with like Gunko about like the clan war trophy. Okay, it didn't say. Like, they're just like, oh, we want to take the trophy. Like, everyone has a motivation, which is what I like most about this chapter, is that like they have given motivation for everyone. Even like Harald, who's, who we at this point, like we know is just wrong. He's just being wrong. He's just like, and he doesn't have a lot of great options, and he's really trying to do what's best for his people, but like, he is just like straight up, like you could have been giving him the benefit of the doubt for a while with Harald on just like, okay, you're being a bad friend, or like you're caring about your country more. But like at the point where the guy's like, hey, I gotta go home to save my wife and child. And he's like, no way, I'm gonna kill you now. It's like, okay, Harald, you're not the good guy. You're not the good guy, and you should know this by now. You're being scummy. That's like, yeah, you can't defend Harald anymore at this point. Also, remember though, this is being told in a 3-minute conversation between Rox and Hyruden, and between Loki and Hyruden and Luffy. This is a 3-minute conversation before they gotta go up to fight Emu. Not that they would know about any of this stuff, but it's funny to put it back in that context. I'm excited to see Luffy again, and I felt that for a little bit, even in this chapter. But right now, I'm just like, okay, no. God Valley. We're getting it. It's got to be. There's no more, like, everything's set up now. I feel like there's nothing else that needs to be set up anymore. All of the pieces are in place. We're even, like, back to, like, Garp saying, like, the same stuff that he was, like, in the Kuma stuff. So, all of the pieces are set. The only thing is just, like, I guess the aftermath of this Harald and Rox skirmish, we got to figure out of if Rox is gonna be able to get there without Harald following. I think that Harald at least is gonna have a not head start. Oh yeah, no. He's obviously saying all these things. We still have so much more after that. We still have, we know that Rox is probably gonna be out by this time, and we still know that. I don't know. And we still know that Harald is going to have to take his horns off at some point to show, pittance to the world government. So either Harald does like one more like incredibly violent thing that like gets him in bad grace. Like he actually like redeems himself at the very end, hopefully, and does something very violent to where he has to take off his horns to show complacency. But then there's also, like, the big betrayal, too. Which I know that, like, at the time, people's heads were just thinking about like the emu, you know, transformation stuff. They're like, oh, that's what was going on. The teleportation circle and whatnot. But I don't know. I mean, it's obvious that Harald lives on way longer than Rock. So but we got to get all that. We got to figure out what Ida's up to at this point too. You know, how if Hyruden actually does anything in all of this, or if like we've gotten enough of Hyruden at this point. I don't know. I don't know. This is very good. No break. So next Friday, we're getting it. We're actually getting it, which is very, very exciting. So that'll be special. That makes me glad that I'm streaming this now, you know, because that's fun stuff. But I think that's all I have to say on this. I think that's all I have to say on the matter. So, what we shall be doing soon. I'm probably going to take a quick break. And then, ooh, buddy, don't make noises like that. Don't make noises like that. Don't make noises like that. Boop. 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 We're done with the One Piece stuff for the nows. So what we're going to end up doing, I'm going to end up turning off stream. We're going to go over to Twitch. And we're going to die a bunch to a bunch of bosses. Because I haven't played in a week. And I'm rusty at this. And Ludwig is very hard. But if you want to catch me dying and yelling a bunch, you can find me on me Twitch with the same name. And I'll be starting that in probably like probably like a minute. Probably like a minute. Would be going over. If I can remember how to do that easily. All right. See you later.